Just before the start of this particular stream, we were talking about Red Letter Day, but it doesn't look like it will be a red letter day for the Punjab Kings.
No, it's a dead letter day.
It's a dead letter day, as Shane calls it, for the Punjab Kings. Clearly not giving them any hope whatsoever.
What were our score predictions, by the way? I predicted
right.
180 something.
I predicted 189.
Yeah.
I was a little conservative.
I think you 160 or something.
160 something. I think.
But even then, the lowest is 20 runs off.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how bad the batting lineup was, and I do not for 1 second believe that the pitch had much to do with anything. It is once again, by the way, and I've said this before, a lot of Punjab King fans have sometimes been a little, let's say, offended when all of us, unequivocally called that they would be one of the last place teams. But this is why. It's a batting order that makes no head or tail. It's muddled at its finest. At its worst, I don't even have a word for it. And you were at a point where once again you needed you needed an emergency impact sub to get you to an under par total.
Did we not discuss this? Remember, you were saying that why Ashutosh? See, they had to bring in Ashutosh.
They had to have a plan.
They had to have a plan over there, and perhaps the plan was that they knew that at some point they will need Ashutosh. So let him be the impact sub.
Terrible. So that was a scramble that they had to do, because see, the worst thing, just give me one thing, guys. If you look at all the teams, am I safe to say that Punjab Kings have the most misfiring overseas batting unit?
Yes. And you know what's really ironic? That they are heavily reliant on their overseas batting unit, because they really need the likes of Liam Livingston, a Johnny Bairstow, a Sam Curran to be firing. If they fire, then that middle order looks a lot better.
Yeah.
But because they haven't, what looked like a bang average Indian contingent is made to look even worse by comparison.
So if you look at it,
then you're playing these batters at the wrong positions. What is Liam Livingston doing at number 7? Will you explain? We were talking about Jitesh Sharma being that designated guy. He's been promoted to number 5 today.
Yeah.
Livingston, who's coming back after an injury, then comes in and gets 14 balls, gives you 21, gets out to an absolute piece of genius by Sanju Samson, which is something we'll touch upon at greater length perhaps at the end of the match. But on top of that, when you know that your big guns aren't firing, there is no talismanic figure in Shikhar Dhawan today to anchor the innings for you. You needed batters to be batting with responsibility. You saw no demons in the pitch. What do you see then from the home team? Careless shots, wickets being given away,
directionless
as
batting.
a result, an under par score. Even in that match against the Delhi Capitals that you played over here, I can't recall what happened in the second match that you had at Mullapur, but there also it was a score in excess of 170
No,
runs.
the second match was, I think, the SRH match.
Match.
Oh, that was the third match.
GT, I think, played one game, and I think PBKS, I think, pulled off a
Yeah, they won because that was the match where Ashutosh and Shashank
Shashank,
had their first impact.
Yes. Now see,
So
combine.
You look at those scores, and today you don't even touch 150 as a result.
Now look at it. Bairstow plus Curran plus Livingston combined, your 3 overseas batters have hit a total of 42 or 43 balls. Combined. And look at it. Jitesh Sharma's position today, it made no sense. He's in a wrong franchisee. If he has to ensure that his India prospects are good, he has to be at the right franchisee. He's not, because see, number 5, he's not going to bat in the T20 World Cup if he's selected. He's mostly a 6.
6 or 7.
6
or 7.
Yes.
Today, he's been tasked with the thing that, he has to stabilize the innings, but that is not his role.
Exactly.
That is not his role. So 29 of 24, which included 16 runs in boundaries. So that is 21 balls. That's remaining. The rest of the 13 runs came in 21 balls. Now that is a problem which is been compounded by the fact that he's batting out of position.
Yeah.
And honestly, his woes are only going to continue because Punjab Kings' batting lineup doesn't have a head, doesn't have a tail. It's directionless at this point in time. Otherwise, there is no reason after Sam Curran went, you should have had a Liam Livingston up there.
Questions to be asked from Jitesh Sharma as well. How often will he get the luxury of not really batting in a pressure situation or delivering right from the word go? Today, when you played 24 odd balls that he did, 24 balls that he played, today was a time that, he really could have spent more time on the pitch. Again, something which every batter would want to do. His role is such that he doesn't get to do that. Firstly, you get that opportunity today, thanks to whatever thinking that happened. even though in the grander scheme of things, that was possibly something
Yeah.
that doesn't bode well for the franchise per se. But he gets promoted but doesn't make the most of the opportunity. Jitesh must realize that time is slipping away. He possibly has just 2 more matches, and then you'll have the preliminary squad be announced as well.
In fact, less than 2 matches, I would say, because
He has
you're
three,
talking
4 games.
No, leave that aside. My point is right now, he's losing one very important battle, the battle of the tide of public opinion. At this point, the sad reality is he's not putting in the kind of performances. I know I've backed him, and I, as a personal, if you are asking me from a personal perspective, I'll continue to give him the backing. But will the selectors? Is there a guarantee that they're going to stand up and say, no, he's done well other than this, but he's having a slump in form now, so let us ignore Rishabh Pant and let us ignore Sanju Samson, because we have to stick with Jitesh Sharma. It ain't happening. Sorry. That's the harsh realities of life. That is the harsh realities of being a cricketer in India. Your chance can slip away as quickly as you got it. And the sad reality is now he's doing absolutely nothing to ensure that his spot. Remember, as we keep pointing out, he's the incumbent. But he's the incumbent on very shaky, marshy grounds at this point. Because I don't care if he was the incumbent, if he keeps batting like this, it won't really matter.
And see, let us make one thing very clear here, okay? We are saying that the incumbent was there. But in the Indian cricket setup, let us make one thing very clear. Until the last moment, anything can change. Just a classic case. I know different format, but it is the reason why we have the term incumbent very cautiously in Indian cricket. Ambati Rayudu in 2019. For 1 year, he was the designated number 4. Okay? But what happened? Just one bad series against Australia just before the World Cup, and I think he didn't even set the IPL on fire also. The axe was given. Look at Kuldeep. Kuldeep Yadav was the incumbent match winner heading into 2019. He was hailed as the greatest spinner in overseas conditions, and he was the greatest match winner. What happened? One assault by Johnny Bairstow and Jason Roy at Edgbaston, that scuppered your entire plan. Jitesh, look, on the other hand, we were all saying, in this World T20, heading into this ICC event, we have got our major underbelly problem. We had a number 4 issue in 2019. In 2022, we had, I think there were 2 issues which plagued us.
One was, of course, here is 3 anchors at the top of the order.
3 anchors. Here, wicket keeper bat.
And the other was a self-inflicted issue with that of not having a wrist spinner or a specialist spinner in your. You could argue there was Ashwin, but Ashwin.
There is arrogance and delusion in that. Oh, we don't want a leg spinner. Oh no, we don't want a left-hander. We are working with what suits us best. But hello, you've fallen behind the curve. And yet you don't want to make changes. Yuzi Chahal, that's why I said IPL can't be the benchmark. If it was the benchmark, Yuzi Chahal should have walked into that 2022 T20 World Cup
He should
squad.
have played couple of World T20s by now.
Correct. He should have played 21 as well, where he had again had a fantastic season, but was dropped for Rahul Chahar and Varun Chakravarti. Inexplicably.
Because Chakravarti and Chahar had good returns. Hello,
In
in the UAE on that ground. These are the grounds by which it is established. Jitesh. Now let's see how Sanju Samson performs. Okay, with his keeping, it has been rather. You may say 60-40.
But today he was top notch.
I mean, that run out that he had.
But he also had one bad moment, no? That catch. That catch. I mean, I'm sorry. I know a lot of Sanju Samson fans out there, but he shouldn't have gone for that. That was always the bowler's catch. Yes. I don't care. You could scream on the top of your lungs. The bowler is not going to hear you because one, you're running in from very far. Yeah. Don't go by what you see on TV. Keeper stand really far back.
Yes.
And B, that the bowler was much closer.
Much
closer. And the only thing that didn't actually end up, let's say, getting that catch completed was the fact that Sanju clattered into Avesh.
Yes.
And actually, if you look at it now, that has cost them about 15 runs.
And I think it happened even one more time. Earlier in the innings, Sanju and one more fielder almost collided, but at that time, okay, the catch was taken.
But I think this is an RR thing maybe, because that meme does the round so many times where Sanju is there, I think Bolt was there.
And
Hetmeyer. You know,
all three cornered in and no one caught it.
The pitch. So maybe
I think it was 2022 if I'm not mistaken. And I think that was voted as one of the photos of the year in cricket. All three there. Converging, but no one caught it. That was how bad it is. And see, luckily he's not at Mohali. Otherwise, that catch would have been next to impossible to take. I don't think Mullapur has that same issue of low
I
floodlights.
don't think so.
Yeah,
Nobody's really talked about it.
yeah, because in Mohali, that is the issue. That the low floodlights, if you hit it very high in the sky, you cannot catch it because it gets lost in the lights, and it then needs utmost judgment to ensure you take it. Because of the Ambala Air Force base there, you can't have the floodlights at a certain height. So that is the thing. But yes, we'll dwell into a lot more of Sanju's keeping and Jitesh's chances in the.
I'm just trying to see who that was. Was that one of their impact subs?
Don't tell me it's Tanush Kotian.
I don't know. Just could not recognize who the
I
batter
couldn't
was
see.
over
It
there.
definitely wasn't Yashasvi because he was batting right-handed.
Yeah, it wasn't Yashashvi. It wasn't Rian.
Yeah,
It
Rian
didn't
is.
seem like Sanju.
Maybe Jurel? But are you sending Jurel to open the innings? Really?
Jurel could be a good option.
I-
Because, see, even he needs batting time. I mean, he hasn't
Boga
got-
hasn't got that.
Yeah. But as I said, no, Jitesh, Dhruv Jurel will be an outlier because he's in the same team. He may be batting at that same position also, number 5 or 6. But then if you are batting Jurel up the order today, then that guy is also gone in that position.
The thing with RR has been they've not really needed, let's say, their number 6 and 7s to bail them out. They've had runs, let's say, you had a Joss Butler century the other day, then you had Sanju Samson give you runs.
But
Riyan
today
Parag.
you
you
will
have
need
had
it.
Riyan Parag.
Today you will need
Till
it
now,
because.
that is one area that's not been exposed as much yet, let's say.
But I think today you'll need it because for one reason there is no Butler to give it that impetus higher up the order, and second you don't have a floater in Ashwin. You don't have that option also. So if you look at it, it is Tanush Kotian.
Kotian opens. Wow.
Man, that is very bold
Look
from
at that.
No. Is it wait? The impact subbing, which means Yashasvi would be the other one.
Yeah. So it is
Tanush-
Kotian.
Tanush Kotian and Yashasvi Jaiswal. So Kuldeep Sen is out,
Okay.
and
Not Yuzi. Wow.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but
but-
Tanush Kotian is opening the innings. See, this is we're either hailing this as a masterstroke.
Or a shot in the foot.
see, I can understand. Look, Tanush Kotian is no mug with the bat. Okay, he has got 500 runs in the Ranji, 26 wickets in the Ranji Trophy at that time. But I rarely recall Tanush Kotian opening the batting.
No.
at that time.
Tanush Kotian was this. Is this the same Tanush Kotian who, along with Tushar Deshpande, ended up
got you.
stringing together the
Yeah.
record, Ranji record for the partnership, highest partnership for the 10th wicket.
Wasn't that Shardul and
No,
Tushar Deshpande?
no, it was Tanush Kotian and Tushar Deshpande, not Shardul. So that's what I'm saying. If he's batting 10 at Ranji and is coming,
Shardul got a ton the next match or something. I think that
he
that's
got
what
a ton in the same match.
Same match.
But you see, he got a couple of tons, so it doesn't really matter. My point was that Tanush was coming to bat 10 for Mumbai.
Yeah.
And did Tanush Kotian bowl today?
No, they only used 5 bowlers.
I mean, this will be very, very interesting now. But a
And
big
he's up against Kagiso Rabada.
No, he's up
Arshdeep.
against Arshdeep Singh.
Oh,
Yes,
Arshdeep? Oh,
Arshdeep.
okay. Yes, Arsh.
Arshdeep, he is up against him. But this is a big game for Yashasvi Jaiswal. He needs runs.
He needs runs.
And this is a perfect opportunity to get it. Any player who's out of form generally tends to do well against the Punjab Kings.
Yes, he does. So then it's a very important knock for two people then, Yashasvi Jaiswal and you may look at it, Sanju Samson. If he doesn't have a good run, then that 50-50 situation will remain with him.
See, with Sanju, as we keep saying, he needs to be doing, if others need to do this much, he needs to be doing this much, which means he needs to be consistently getting runs.
Yep. So you guys had predicted Rajasthan Royals. I will
questions-
have to
The
switch.
questions on you, Siddharth.
I will
are
have
you
to
flipping?
switch. I will have to switch. Because I think the total is way under par. You needed 170, 180 on this wicket.
Exactly.
That was the only way you are going to give a fight. But let's see, Tanush Kotian, man, this is either brave from Rajasthan Royals
It's
or it will
brave, brilliant, or
backfire.
stupid. That's what it is.
Maybe, they're looking at him as a pinch hitter, but even a pinch hitter doesn't open. Let's say you expect a pinch hitter.
Man, what a...
Coming in, at number 3, 4.
Excuse me, Sunil Narayan.
Sunil Narayan is.
But what a way to make your debut in the
an
IPL.
outlier.
No bowling, but opening the batting.
And he's predominantly a bowler.
Bowling all-rounder if you have to look at it. But man, Tanush Kotian indeed. He came in as a replacement for Adam Zampa. And that is why now, imagine a replacement of Zampa opening the batting. Wonderful. Yes, Arshdeep Singh, I remember
This is on 2021. Yeah.
This was the game which Sanju Samson, I think, hit 100, but didn't take a run and decided, okay, I'll finish it off with one glory hit. And This
No, wasn't that in 2020? No, it was 21.
21. I remember it was at the Wankhede.
Ah, right. No, but that match looked like it was in the UAE.
Oh, must have been the second leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in the first leg, that was the making of Arshdeep Singh. The way how he nailed
So
those
that
high
doesn't
school-
look like Mumbai.
One Khede either.
It doesn't look like Wankhede, yes.
Anyhow,
So I'm
Besides the
flipping.
point.
It is going to be RR.
Clean sweep.
Clean
Yes,
sweep.
Indeed.
Unanimous
indeed.
opinion.
Unless this guy, Arshdeep Singh, has a big role to play.
watch out for the grunt.
Watch out for the grunt. So,
Fear the grunt. If
Fear
you're a
the
Punjab
grunts.
Kings fan.
so we'll be back for the match end. See you guys. We'll take
We
more
don't have any
comments.
swal.
Swal to.
Just a couple of swals.
Let's see
Let's
if
see.
we can take.
I'm sure
one
we'll
or
have
two.
something.
Yeah.
We should have.
Jesus.
I know. Okay, Piyush Nandre Singh is.
Sawal
Now we can't
time.
see only. Is ICC going to use drop-in pitches for the USA World Cup? I have strong feeling pitches in USA will be highway, and you will see 300 first time in T20. A big team bats for against millions.
Quite possible. You have seen 300.
One of the one of the
Remember
venues definitely-
Mongolia was
Nepal
Nepal?
versus Mongolia. Dipendra Singh Airi.
One of the venues definitely I know does have a drop-in pitch. Don't know about the other.
Yeah, New York.
New York.
New York. It's been done by the same Adelaide curator, Damien Hughes, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's his name. No super overs in last 2 years seasons. Last were in 2021. I'm really craving a super.
Piyush, you're the only one.
Yes.
Rest assured.
By the way, it's not happening. looking at
You
it.
came close on a couple of occasions just over the last 3-4 days.
But the law of averages.
One of
has
those
caught
teams
up.
is playing right now.
GGK, good batting deck. RR will chase in 16 overs. Fifth bowler of PBKS is Livingston.
That is
This
correct.
actually is a good
But
time.
is it? No. Hold on. They've got Arshdeep. They've got
Sam
Rabada. They've got Sam Curran. They've got Harpreet.
Harpreet.
And actually, yeah, he is the fifth
I
bowler.
mean, you can have a Shashank Singh also. That's a sixth bowling option.
Well, Kotian just hit a boundary.
What a way to get off your mark in IPL with a boundary.
Also, I disagree with GGK. I think they'll chase it down at about 14 overs. This is a very underwhelming target.
And this is a good time to be boosting your net run rate, even
Exactly.
though you're not talking net run rates right now.
No, but you do it.
But you do exactly. You know, it's these matches that make the difference.
Correct.
Possibly not towards the end. This is actually a good time to be ensuring that you have that buffer.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that will also dispel the notion that, oh, RR do have a slump in the middle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then if they do that in double quick time, then you may see something special from them. So
Correct.
And that slump coincides with Sanju Samson's bat not
Form.
doing the talking. But so yeah.
this time even that has not happened.
Yeah, because he's been
Yeah.
very consistent.
Yep.
If Butler was there, then 13 overs.
But I think somebody I read mentioned that this is a tailor-made. Piyush Nandre says that tailor-made situation. Yes. If not tailor-made, this is ideal conditions. Let's say
Get your form back.
get your form back.
Yes, yes.
Though I felt that was the kind of surface last time around as well, where he played and Josh Butler. See, he got runs the other day, a century at that. So that was also a good batter, a friendly pitch today as well. No demons per se.
Yeah.
Hopefully, and this is again. You know, you're going to be seeing more pace bowlers bowling at you than spin bowlers. So perhaps a good time for you to find your form back, because there are two players over here. One's already played his bit in Jitesh, the other who remains in contention as far as the World T20 is concerned.
Yep.
Now
So
on the crease.
yep, we'll be back for the match end.
In pre-match, who said 198 and PBKS?
No one.
Piyush Nandre.
Piyush Nandre.
Piyush Nandre at 198, and he's saying RR are choking. He's still maintaining with PBKS winning.
The total's not there, I think, for them.
I
to-
know. If it was
170,
170, I would have still backed PBKS, but no, they are not happening at this point. So
Not enough runs for a choke.
All
Anyhow,
right.
we will see you guys when the match gets over, and Siddharth changed his prediction.
prediction. Yep. So see you.
And yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.